The Ford Focus, just 10 things that have gone wrong, are going wrong, or will go wrong. Stay tuned. Okay guys, all these problems will not be in order of severity or anything like that. It will just be as they come. Let's go. This part of the car may cause you problems as the car gets older. This is the diesel filter holder. What happens is the seals, the rubber rings, which are found in the pipes and between the connection on the top and bottom of the filter holder, age. They start to leak. What happens is you then get an ingress of air into your pipes and your car runs rough. The next thing that will most probably go wrong on you, or has gone wrong, is this part of the car here, and that is your EGR valve, or exhaust gas recirculation valve. When you accelerate, this is switched off. As you let off the gas or let off the throttle, this will then return spent exhaust gas back into your engine to cool it off. This thing costs now around 40 to 120 euros. It's a pig to change, but it can be done by the home mechanic. The rear suspension. The problems might get on rear suspension are the following. You might notice that when braking into a corner, the back end wants to overtake you. You might also notice wear on the tyres. This could be wear going across the tyre, this could be wear on the outside of the tyre, or this could be wear on the inside of the tyre. I had wear on the inside of the tyre. This meant that my wheels were towing out. After taking off the wheels, I'd noticed that the bushes on the top and bottom control arms were badly worn. I'd also noticed that the shock absorbers were leaking. I replaced these components at a cost of about 120 euros. The fuel additive tank can be found just behind the main diesel tank and above the suspension. The problem with the fuel additive tank is it does not have a proper level sensor in it. It will only register a fault when it's empty. If you buy one of these cars and it hasn't had a service for a while, then it's best to buy the Olis oil kit in the internet and fill the tank up yourself. You can then be sure that the tank is full. Next on the list are these Pierberg pressure converter valves, or pressure converter solenoids. We have one on the right side of the engine as you look at it, and two on the left side of the engine underneath the diesel filter holder. When these go wrong, nothing works as it should. What happens is the rubbers inside or the valve itself just malfunction and you have problems. The two on this side are for the throttle body, and the one on this side is for your variable vane turbo. Cost for these is roughly 42 euros a piece. I have done a video where I bought some that were half the price but only lasted 7 days. Next on our list is this Magneti Morelli throttle body. A very important piece of kit on this car. If this goes wrong, you have a lot more problems than you think. I will be doing a separate video about this. Cost of this is about 180 euros. The next part is deep down in here, and it's your dual mass flywheel and clutch assembly. When this goes wrong, you will hear a slight knocking when it's idling, or you will find that the clutch pedal is easier to press in than normal, and if you do not get it looked at, it will just go. It doesn't give you any warning, it will just go. That's what happened with me. Very expensive. I couldn't do it myself. It cost me, with a gearbox oil change, around 1,400 euros. Next on our list is the ABS pump. We won't be able to see it without taking the battery out. It is buried deep behind here. If that goes wrong, that can cost you anywhere from 100 for used to 380 for new. you will start to get lights on your dash about the ABS, or what was the other one? There's a fault that comes up, and with your power steering and I don't know what. What happens is the valves will stick on it, or the ABS motor itself just doesn't run as it should. Done a video on that. Feel free to go and watch it. The next part that will cause you problems is this part here, which is the hose from the intercooler up into the throttle body. Now, this has already been replaced. This is a rubber hose. Normally, Ford will have a hard plastic pipe on here, and it rips at a joint just down below here. When it rips, you will no longer have any pressure from your turbocharger. It will all be leaking out. That will cause your car to run rough. Last but definitely not least on your list is the DPF filter. This will block up. It will have blocked up, it will block up, or it will be blocked up. When it blocks up, you need to regen it, which is regeneration used by program. And if that doesn't work, then you've got to manually take the thing off and wash it out. Don't buy a new one. They're bloody expensive. So that's it, guys. Just 10 things that can go wrong with a Ford Focus. This, I suppose, would include a lot of other cars, Fords, Peugeots, Volvos that have the same setup as this. There are a lot more things, but that might come in another video. But they're not as important as those things that I've pointed out. So, have a good one, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.